Well, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? I got a bad spot in the track right there, so. You know, this is the first time trains have run in this building in over 10 years. Ah, that figures. Dang it. Okay, come on. Come on. I've got to fix that spot in the... It's where it comes off the old road bed and down onto the plywood there. I probably should have dug the old road bed up, but I mean, it is pretty well glued in. You know, out of all the trains I have, I did not bring a single caboose out here. Don't that figure? Well, now this track down here in the yard isn't laid. It's just sitting there. I know it's been, what, about 2 months now since I last gave you an update on the Withlacoochee River Railway, and I was playing outside with the idea that... Then the rains came. And, you know, it was time to move indoors. So I cleaned up the room quite a bit here. It's still a mess. It really is. But not near the mess that it was before. So, and as you can see, I'm starting to get old parts of the layout put back up. And I've got a real bad spot over here. I've got to fix the plywood over here. And then I either need to run some fresh road bed, or I got to pull the track up and put completely new road bed in, or put no road bed in, get it down to the plywood. But I've got, it's running good over where the road bed is. I just need to, and that's such a short stint there that probably be a good idea just to pick it up there. Yes, I'm running the Lionel fast tracks on my main line at the moment. Yes, I have plenty of Gargraves track, but the Lionel fast track seems to be working. So that's where I'm sitting at the moment. I'll tell you, that storm last weekend, it really, really just messed us up. And, I mean, it didn't mess us up in here. We didn't get the brunt of the storm, obviously. That was out about 100 miles west once you get to the coast. And the coast is about 15 miles from here. So... Debbie went past us. That's the second Debbie we've been hit by. Tropical Storm Debbie, back in 2010, 2012, somewhere in there, flooded us out. But this one was a Category 1 hurricane, so that name will stick this time. As you can see, I've got most of my engines out here. I'm trying to think if there's any inside the house. No, not that I could think of. I think I've got all my engines out here, including my two prized possessions there, my RS3 and my RS1. I was just running the RS1 a little while ago, trying to hold this phone and stuff at the same time as, well, that ain't going to work too well. So... I just went to running that A5 switcher there, and it's a nice little engine. I'd run the Mogul, but the Mogul, I can't reverse it until I pull that bridge rectifier out of it, and then it'll just work like any DC locomotive. Then I've got my Pacific there, my 8640. I've got a good chunk of my rolling stock out here. I don't have it all out here. So, I've still got some sitting in the house. But I'll eventually get it out here and be able to run it. Like I said, I've got to build the rest of the layout. I'll have bridges over where the doorway is, and it'll be a duck under, and it'll be a pain in everybody's butt. But notice I got power back in here. Yeah, strangely enough, that other wire is still hooked up because I came in from another circuit and just connected to the light switch, and everything goes through the light switch now. Yeah, I've got mud dauber nests all over the walls. Like I said, it's been a good 10 years or better since a train ran in here. So, you know, we're just now getting back to just getting back into it, getting things rolling again. I do have a couple of resurrections I want to do, and I was wanting to get that program. I wanted to have that program back up and running by now, but things are just did not work out this summer. You know, as it gets hotter through the summer, you get pretty well wore out from just being out in the heat all day. And by the time you get home, you're not feeling like coming out here in the heat, because I don't have any air conditioning here. I do have a roof, but I have no air conditioning. I do have some natural air conditioning, but that's about it. It doesn't feel too bad out here right now, but that's because we're going into the evening, so the temperatures are starting to drop a little bit. Oh, it could be so much worse. So much worse. I was trying to do this on my tablet, but again, trying to hold the tablet and run the trains at the same time ain't the easiest thing in the world. I do have a couple of rolling stock things I want to take care of. As far as the resurrections go, I have a couple of box cars to get going, and well, that thing does run good on DC, doesn't it? Nice and slow. That can motor's really nice. That's just as nice, and that set of can motors is just as nice in that RS1. Anyway, for the time being, I'll be working on this railroad little by little. I got to get me some line L switches and some more line L track if I'm going to keep the track line L. If I've got to pull it all up, I don't want to pull it up. So I don't want to pull it up. So what I will do is take and probably bring this up on roadbed and take it. I got to get another sheet of plywood in there anyway and get that built up underneath that piece of track there. And then, I mean, I'll pull up that much of the track and get it leveled up. And then as we go along there, we won't have to worry about it. So until later, I want to wish everybody happy railroading, and maybe I'll have at least a working layout. I don't know. I may have to use my Gargraves track to complete the main line, and if I do that, then I've got my 2-rail track here in my yard. Anyway, we will talk at you later.